Hi again. So let's get started with the next focus area for on-page SEO, meta descriptions. Let's begin by understanding what a meta description. This, what you see here, is the meta title. And this piece of text just below the title that's shown on the search page is the meta description. So a meta description is a short summary of the content on your web page. Now, meta descriptions are more or less a content pitch, giving the readers a good idea of what to expect. So obviously, they have to be really good as the title, because both these elements together drive traffic to your website. When a user searches for a certain phrase using a search engine, the search engine uses your meta description as one of the many deciding factors to decide if your content is relevant to the searched term. If it is, then it lists the page in the search results and shows the meta description and the meta title along with a link to the website. The user then reads the meta description and clicks on the link if it matches what the user is searching for and if that description is compelling enough. So this meta description is what users read and then use to decide whether your article is worth reading, which is why you should absolutely not underestimate the power of meta descriptions. For example, in this example, if I were to go through these meta descriptions, this is a waste. Going somewhere, I mean, why would I put that in the meta description? Because since I'm looking for AI trip planner, obviously, I want to go somewhere. This is a good pitch because it tells me everything that I can do with it. I can create a customized itinerary. I can book hotels, flights. It is connected to integrated with Roam Around. This one is also okay, but this really, the trip planner Lila is the most enticing of all these. On this page, again, what you see is a very short meta description that literally doesn't tell me a thing. So if I were to click on something here, I would click on Lila. So going back to what are meta descriptions, basically these are snippets of text that are so important because they can literally make or break your website's click-through rate. Potentially, you could really get a huge boost in traffic if only you pay attention and carefully choose your words. This article by Google lists the best practices for meta titles. While most of it might seem like common sense, it is a good reminder of really important points that you should keep in mind while creating a title. Now, for example, these are some points that you should consider while writing a meta description. The first thing, of course, is for it to be meaningful and relevant. The meta description has to bring out your value proposition. Whom is the content written for? What problem does it solve? And why is your content different from your competitors? So highlight your article's main strengths in your meta description without being too salesy. You need to get the length right as well, because while there's actually technically no limit to the length of the meta description, but typically Google truncates it and adjusts it based on the display area that is available, based on the device that the user is using to view your content. So typically, I would say around 155 to 160 characters is just about right. And that's also why you should front load the most important information within the first 120 characters so that you make sure that the most important part is visible in the search results. Include a call to action, meaning encourage your users to interact with your website with a strong call to action that matches the searcher's instinct. For example, if they're looking to educate themselves, you might have a call to action like learn more. If you think the intent is to buy, then you might say shop now. And including that will actually drive more clicks. Include keywords in your meta descriptions by all means, but avoid keyword stuffing. Include it in a way that is natural and is related to the user's search query. Don't force the keywords just using it out of context or repetitively. And add an appeal to your audience's emotions, make them curious or excited or feel a sense of urgency. Don't copy and paste the same meta description for all your web pages. If your content is unique on each page, why would you want to waste this excellent opportunity to connect with your audience and to tell the search engines about your content using unique meta descriptions? So avoid duplicate meta descriptions by all means. And even though it seems like a no-brainer, it is worth repeating here. Avoid clickbait. Don't write misleading information just to attract visitors to your website with false claims. It will obviously annoy them and make them leave your site immediately. Your bounce rate will increase. Google will eventually stop showing your website in the search results for those keywords. This is a black hat SEO strategy. And while it might give you a quick boost of organic traffic for a short period, it will cause you a lot of harm that will be very hard to come back from. You can think of meta descriptions as a trailer for a movie. I mean, it needs to be catchy enough for them to get hooked onto. But, if they click on your meta description and it's not what they thought it was, they're sure to be disappointed. So to summarize, it is important that you write an accurate meta description for the content on your website that search engines will love, and more importantly, your users will love. With that, we are done with meta descriptions. And in the next lecture, let's talk about building internal links. A topic that I'm really excited about because that's one aspect of SEO that you have a lot of control over. So I'll see you in the next lecture.